Hey guys, boy, are you guys in for a treat today. I have a client here on one of my distance programs for training. We are doing our Skype session right now, and she very graciously offered to give you guys a little sneak peek into kind of what it looks like on this end. So her caveat was she did not want her picture shown, which I don't blame you. And her voice. So she's in my buds, but you guys get to at least hear this part of the conversation, which is going to be the most relevant to you, anyways. So I'll just let you guys eavesdrop. And if you have any questions, always reach out. Always available to you guys. So, all right, let's get back to it. Okay, cool. So tell me. Tell me about like how you navigate in this world. Like what kind of things do you do? Okay. Concerts, time with friends. Okay, so you're very social. Do you have a big group of friends? Yeah. Cool. So you said concerts, so I'm assuming that you're okay in big crowds. And you can probably make friends pretty easily, huh? Yeah. Cool. So tell me about Bella. How is she? How has her first year of life kind of played out? I know that you worked with a different trainer for the first year. How did that socialization process look like? Okay, so it's kind of like meet, socialize at any cost, meet all the dogs, meet all the people. It doesn't matter. Yeah, yeah. So how was that first 6 months for her, for you guys, really? Okay, so the first 6 months were all the dogs all the time, all the people all the time. Okay, so around 8 months you noticed a difference. Yeah, which makes sense. So what you're seeing the first little bit is very normal. Um, what she was trying to communicate was she was fearful. She wasn't sure about what was going on. I don't know this for a fact, but if she was in dog parks, a real problem with that as puppies is they tend to get bullied a little bit, and they learn bad behaviors. And really, it's the same thing with super cute puppies as well. Everyone feels like they need to touch the dog and they need to, kiss the dog and kind of, rough the dog up a little bit, like from the dog's point of view. So that first 6 months, you've seen a lot of hiding and a lot of like going between your legs and stuff like that. Yeah. And you were just bring her out. Okay. I mean, that's normal. I mean, that's what a lot of people do. So yeah, that 8 month mark is usually, that's when they're kind of entering adolescence. So you're usually going to get some different behaviors at that age. In your case, it just escalated. She didn't go further into the fear, which is where one avenue she could have taken. She went further into the fight, which is where you got, that escalation from showing teeth to growling to lunging and all that nonsense, right? Right. And it was just some miscommunication on your part. So, from what you've told me about Bella, um, I feel like this isn't as bad as you may think it is, which is great news, right? So, how I want to draw this for you is the I want you to think about it kind of this way. So you're obviously an extrovert, which we just found out. I have a feeling that Bella is more of an introvert. So you're forcing her into that extrovert role when either she's not ready, or she just doesn't want to do it. It's just not who she is. So really taking a step back and setting her up for that foundation of success all over again. Basically, we're going to re-socialize. You know, we're going to detox her, give her a break, and then we're going to start a slow reintroduction to that. You know, if every experience she's had when you're out trying to do what your trainer was telling you to do, which is meet all the dogs all the time and don't, you know, the unfortunate thing there is he didn't teach you how to advocate properly, or when she was going to need to be advocated for, because that's very case by case. I mean, there's no book. Every dog's going to be different in that, and to like what they can handle and the signs that she's going to give you. So if you're constantly bringing her out into that situation where she's feeling like her boundaries don't matter, that people are constantly going over her boundaries, and then yeah, so then you weren't really taught to look for what she was actually going through. Yeah, unfortunately, it happens all the time. You're so not alone. I get this so much. Yeah. Yeah, because you don't know better. You know, don't beat yourself up over this. This isn't like, oh my gosh, I fucked my dog up and now I can't, you know, there's no turning back. She's only a little over a year. So you got with me at you know, just the right time, because if left unchecked, and it's not like we're like checking her, you know, but you know, if we don't change the relationship now, you are going to be in for some major problems, because she's not a little dog. If she gets to the point where she thinks she can bite, because she's only going to bite if she thinks she can or she thinks she has to. And both of those have been happening. So we're going to take her back down to kind of zero. And as far as like how much stimulation she's getting, because if she is an introverted dog and that's who she is, she's going to be very easily overstimulated. So we have to keep that in mind. Now it could be, and this happens a lot in situations like this, where they were kind of like over socialized, I like to call it. Yeah. Yeah. So, but this happens a lot. So it might be the case where really underneath all this nonsense is a dog that likes people and kind of wants to be around them and wants to interact with people. That might be under there still, but we have to set that up for her, because what she's going to be expecting is for constantly people just kind of bombarding her, and her feelings don't really matter in that equation. So unfortunately, you know, every time that happens, she's losing trust in you as well. So we need to teach her that she can trust you and you will advocate and you know what she's going through. Which we'll get into in a minute. Yeah. Well, don't beat yourself up over it. I mean, it's a very common thing. I mean, you didn't fail her as a dog owner, but you now have to kind of sit in that little, you know, that uncomfortable place of kind of what you've created for her reality. Yeah, it's not comfortable at all. I know. It's all good. You didn't know. Right. That's why you hired me. Cool. Yes. Yep. No more dog parks. Actually, I'm not going to have you do anything. We're doing relationship repair 101 for the next week. So we're going to be kind of building, tearing down and then building up some other expectations for how she's going to live with you. Yeah, I don't want to give them all the answers. So actually, I do think that's a good place to cut it off. We just wanted to give them we just wanted to give you guys a little bit of like a insight into how these things work and kind of the level to what we go to. We're not just like, hey, like teach your dog to sit, stay, come, all that stuff. It's typically a much deeper thing that's going on. So helping her to repair this, that's what she pays me for. So I will stop this video now. But if this is something that you were interested in, where are you? She's in Montana. So, and she's kicking ass with her dog. This is our second week. Our first week was a lot of rebooting her system itself. So doing a whole nutritional analysis, and she's doing good. Big change. And just changing her food. You know, she was eating McDonald's every day, basically, is what it amounted to. And and the dog, Bella, was feeling like crap all the time. So that's where some of this stuff was coming from. So it's awesome that you've seen just changing her food, how big of a difference that's made. Yeah. Cool. Well, I'm going to let these guys go. I'm going to finish with you. So, yeah, distance training is what we're doing here and what I wanted to show you. If you're interested, let me know. I'm always here for you. And we'll talk to you later.